morning. And Arthur Congo Bonaka is here with me. The Blitzboks are back and they've arrived in Cape Town.
Yes, absolutely. So excited for that as we head to Cape Town, the international airport. A little boy welcoming one of the members of the team that won gold all the way out in the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham. Justin Ford is out there. Finally, our champions have arrived home in Cape Town. I can see some of the players that contributed to that gold medal performance. What's the atmosphere like in Cape Town, Justin?
Yeah, absolutely, Arthur. You know, just a quiet arrival of the players that have kind of just arrived. If Mabuti can just kind of to show us the players to his right, with bags and all. But, you know, a team very happy to be able to be back home. And just, you know, really just kind of show off the medals. And I'm going to ask the victorious coach, Neil Powell, to join me. Coach, always an absolute pleasure to see you. The second time around again for you. I think, is it tough to ask you which one was better, this one or 2014?
No, I think very similar. I think two tournaments where we were basically the underdogs. I know in that 2014 one, New Zealand was the overwhelming favourites to win that tournament. And this one, I think because of the last 4 tournaments in the World Series, nobody really gave us a chance to win that tournament. So massively proud of the guys. I think amazing. From 1 to 30 now, they all contributed to this win. It was just unbelievable, and I think it was because of the hard work before that at training camp where the guys complained, but luckily they got the rewards for all that hard work that I put in before we went to Birmingham.
It was a really tough season, and it still is. Still one series to play in terms of the World Sevens series and then the World Cup as well. How do you manage this team, knowing that there's so much happening on their plate at the moment, but obviously what you're doing is working in a victorious way?
Yeah, listen, I think it's going to be an interesting balance that we need to get right. Again, we can't just go back into training straight from a tough week in Birmingham. So we got to give the guys off again, make sure that they recover. We'll obviously do medicals as well to see the extent of the injuries and when we can get them back. So we did pick up a few bumps and bruises, so hopefully not too serious, and hopefully we can keep the majority of the group together to go to LA and then to build that confidence for the World Cup here in Cape Town in early September.
A very young team, I think it's fair to say. Yes, they've been in the system maybe, but from a tournament point of view, maybe not up there like you've used to. Yeah. However, showing strength, showing heart, showing character, not as big as the Fijians or the New Zealand players, must be special for you.
Yeah, I think it was the unity of the team that pulled them through, the way they played together, and the way they almost play for each other and play for the system. So really happy with that. Yes, young guys, maybe inexperienced guys as well, but they were so clinical and how they execute. And I think the thing that stood out for me is the defence. I think something that wasn't that great in the last few tournaments, but I think the guys really defended well, and by defending well, it actually created us opportunities in attack to put points on the board, and the guys took those opportunities.
I see the players all have medals. I didn't see you get a medal on a few days ago. Does that mean you don't get a medal?
Yeah, listen, I don't think the coaches get medals. It's like the Olympics as well, so only the athletes get medals, but well deserved. I think it's them that put their bodies on the line. It's them that go out on the field and participate. So yeah, very happy for them. A great achievement for them, and yes, yeah, we couldn't have asked for a better effort from the guys, and they showed what they're capable of, and I think that was what was so frustrating in the previous 4 tournaments. We know the potential of this team, and they showed this potential now in the Commonwealth Games.
Coach, last question has to be, before you join the team for a group photo, the fact that this is your final season with the team, you know, reaching these goals must mean well for you.
Yeah, it becomes more real, to be honest, and I think there was a few emotions already, not just at the field, but in my own room back at the Commonwealth Games as well, realising that things are going to come to an end in a few months' time, or a few weeks' time. It's not months anymore. So yeah, it is tough. So hopefully we can finish the last 2 tournaments on high as well.
Coach, very much for your time. Enjoy them for the group photo. We'll chat to you in a bit. Well, there we have it, Arthur. The victorious Commonwealth gold medal rugby sevens team are in Cape Town with their medals. As Coach Neil Powell says, you know, the coaches and the technical staff, they don't get to wear medals around their neck. But nonetheless, the hard work was being done by these players, by this group of players. You know, the Zane Davids, the James Murphys, JC Pretorius, Ronald Brown, Sean Williams, Dewald Groeman. We see, Ashley Everett, who was actually the team manager in 2014 as well when they won that medal in 2014. So, there's history within this team and a fantastic moment for all of them.
Fantastic, Justin. I tell you what, everyone's in good spirits out there in Cape Town. A bittersweet moment for Coach Neil Powell, who is obviously in his final season with the team that he's built over so many years. Great success, definitely for the Blitzboks. Happy to see that Captain Siviwe Soyizwapi as well is just doing so well there. Encouraging the rest of the boys, the friends and family that have come out to celebrate, of course, our Commonwealth Games champion. And I know that you have a chance there to speak with the captain. Let's hear what you have to say to him.
Absolutely, Arthur, and I think it's only right that we do pull the man closer. Shakes, congratulations first and foremost. An amazing performance by the team, as Coach Neil says. All 13 players bringing their bit at all the, when called upon. There were injuries, moments where other players needed to come to the fore. For you as a captain leading this team, second time you've been part of the Commonwealth Games setup. Fantastic moment.
Yeah, it was really special, and I think the boys really worked hard for it. It goes without saying. The camp preparing for the Commonwealth Games was just on a different level, and the commitment that came from the boys was evident, and it's just reward for that hard work that went in.
For you, on a more personal note, leading this team, showing so much strength, obviously missing out on that final game. What was that emotion like, sort of, watching these boys in what I call to be a near perfect, had Fiji not scored, it would have been a perfect match against those Fijians, I apologize. But for you must be a proud moment to know that you weren't part of it, but being able to see these players with so much heart, so much character perform in that way.
No, absolutely. I think as I got injured and got ruled out of the competition, I knew that my mindset had to change, and I had a different role to play in contributing towards the success and the hard work towards the success. So really proud of the boys, and they really put the work in, and it showed out there. So it's just a matter of going in and out each and every day to training, to SAS and Stellenbosch, and being able to go on the world stage, compete and get the reward for all that work.
I like that. My last question to the coach was, yes, we don't want to remind ourselves or remind yourselves about his departure, but surely a tick in the box knowing that the Commonwealth Games gold medal is now in the bag for him as we see him nearing his end?
No, absolutely. I really think it's special for him as well, because when I say that it's a lot of hard work that goes into it. He contributes a lot of that hard work to the success of this team, and it's a lot of analysis that he does, a lot of video footage and teams that he watches with his coaching staff. So to have this for him as well, I think it's really special, and I think he'll enjoy it. He already has been enjoying it the past couple of days. So good to see a smile on his face.
Shakes, thanks very much. Good to see a smile on your face. There is still one series left to play, and as well as the World Cup. Just, are you able to give us an update in terms of your injury and sort of linked away from the game?
Yeah, I was obviously ruled out with concussion, so I think this is day 4 for me. I'm out minimum 10 days that I should do absolutely nothing, and then do another HIA, I think it's HIA 3 or 4, and then if I pass that, then I will be good to join the boys in training again. So I'm crossing fingers and hopeful. With a head injury, you always have to take it extra precaution and make sure that everything is good. So I'm crossing fingers. Looking at the timeline, it looks good, but you never know. But I'm crossing fingers that I'll be good to go.
Fantastic. Wishing you all the best. And enjoy the celebration, brother. Well, there we go, Arthur. A very happy Shakes Soyizwapi, a man that needs to deal with his concussion, but very happy to be able to have been part of this process, part of this team, as they obviously get to that point where they need to start saying goodbye to Neil Powell.
Fantastic stuff, Justin. Thank you very much. Great to hear that. 10 more days before we expect, of course, an update on his recovery from that concussion with the captain, Shakes Soyizwapi. Of course, we've welcomed the Blitzboks at the Cape Town International Airport after they won gold in the Commonwealth Games, beating Fiji 31-7, a brilliant one. Second gold medal at the Commonwealth Games. Happy to be part of the South African nation that welcomes them. Back to you, Bradad.